I fixed our new Holland combine. I went and got my cousin's at 9760 with a 35-foot head on it. The head's that extra 10 foot. It seems like a lot. I've been running most of this field with it. We got opened up with ours before it had issues, but now we're moving right along here. We don't have auto steer or anything. We got yield mapping or yield monitor. I don't know if it's mapping or not. I really didn't take the time to mess with that too much, but we're getting ready to dump here. We're about done in this field, and then we'll be down to about 20-ish acres left on this farm before we can move to the next. But we've got storms building to the west, which we weren't supposed to get any. Which, again, we're dry. We need rain, so if we do, so be it. We can cut wheat when it dries up again. Or we can probably get a good half, 3/4 of an inch and be able to run tomorrow. It's so dry. If the wheat, it'd be the grain that would be tough. Yeah. It is a little tough down here in the bottom. It seems like once we lost the sun, because it's getting cloudy, you can hear it slugging through this thing. So I'll get you back here when I get turned around and we'll unload. Thing's got a huge hopper on it. It's already piling up from the last dump, so I've already put the camera down because I'm not familiar with this one. Nice thing about this 35-foot head is when we bale the straw, we're not going to have as many trips across the field with the baler. So it should speed that up. And actually, the 35-foot windrow doesn't look any bigger than our 25-footer out of our combine. Last little bit here, and I guess pretty close. We're at 34.92 acres, and I told them we needed about 35 in here, so we're gonna get this done, and then our grain cart's gonna be full, the semi's gonna be full. I am working on trying to track down another grain trailer for tonight. I got a buddy that said he could bring one out, and we're gonna try to get most of the wheat done, if not all of it, because they're increasing our chance of strong storms for tomorrow. So I want to try to get this wheat off for our test weight and everything goes to crap, and we get docked for vomitoxin once it gets rained on. So I'm starting to get comfortable in this combine now that I've run it a while. I was freaking nervous when you first got it, because borrowing a hay rake's one thing, but when you're borrowing something like a combine, at least me, it makes nervous, because I don't like borrowing a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of expensive stuff that could happen. It makes you nervous when you're using it, but now that I'm comfortable with it and know what I'm doing, it's not that bad. Kind of hoping maybe we can take them our new Holland and they'll just let us keep this one. I could get used to running it. That worked out pretty good. Just a few little dabs left. Now we got this set to where I can just push my number 2 button, and the head goes down to the height I set on it. My uncle, he rode with me. He's got a 9670, which is about the same as this, so he showed me all them little tricks to it. And I can just, when I get to the end, I can just hit my number 1 and then that'll lift the head up to where I have it set. Basically, you can adjust that with this dial here. So I'll press number 1. It don't come all the way up, but it comes up high enough. Go back down. Grain that comes out of the unloading augers on these combines with the high rate unload's pretty kind of hard to believe. I don't know how many bushels a second it is, but it's a lot. I know this thing, when it's heat, 2 dumps will fill our grain cart. Actually, we had 2 full loads that we dumped on in the grain cart, and we couldn't get them both on there, so it's 400 bushel anyways. We got through the stressful part. We had to go through a round viaduct, which earlier in the video, when I did the time lapse of us going into the school farm, you'll see us go through it with our combine. Our combine gets through it fairly decent. But my uncle, we know from his 9670, you got to be dead nut center when you go through there, or else your hopper extensions will rub. We folded the first ones down, and this machine being on duals, it's a little bit taller, so I had to be right on in order to get through it, and I had somebody ahead of me to guide me and make sure, kind of tell me what to do, and then I had somebody behind me in case we had to back out, because my uncle has rubbed his going through there, and if we heard it rub, he's gonna have to back out and go 10 miles to get to the field that was 3 miles away from where we were just at. So luckily it fit. We're just about to the field now. We're gonna have to put the head on the road and just know where to do it at the place. So real quick before the camera dies and while we're waiting on the grain cart to get here, here's what we're running. 635 Hydroflex on a 9670. I think it's about a 2007. It's got the duals and the floaters on the rear end, and when we upgrade combines, this is about what I want, but I think if we're gonna do it, I'd like a 70 series. To finish tonight, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to do it. It's getting tough. Got my phone ringing here. So we are gonna quit for the night. We didn't get as much done. DJ's running the grain cart around trying to shake the pile down on it so we can roll the tarp just in case we do get a stray storm. I guess it turns out we didn't need that trailer I called for, but we're gonna make the guy's trip worth it, so he's just gonna take it to the farm and we'll let him haul a load for us tomorrow. I don't want him to come over here for nothing. Well, it's about 10:30 the next morning. We messed around getting wagons and stuff unloaded this morning, and I got DJ running the baler, so we're getting ready to start cutting wheat. DJ's gonna bale straw for a little while until we need him to come with my uncle's truck. She's got to unload it yet, so we'll check the oil and check for critters. Oil's good. Don't see for critters. Don't see any critters. For some reason, they like to crawl up here and find a spot to lay, and then it causes a mess when you go to start it. Kind of difficult to get the semis in this field, so they come in the corner right there, and he's got to pull out on the other road, back up, and then come in because there's a stop sign right there. Waiting on the truck driver to back the grain cart up a little bit so I can dump on the truck, and then I'll top it off with the grain cart. Still, it's hard to believe the amount of grain that comes out of that thing. See, we got some thunderheads forming over there. That's one thing I like about these combines. It's weird, but I love the sound of the beeping. Ours is annoying, but I don't know, I think that sounds kind of cool. That and the old 95, 9600s. Don't forget to shake your stick to get all the dribbles out. Let the guy driving the truck tell me how to load it. think our combine's got a bigger auger on it than this grain cart. You gotta walk back to the combine. I brought the cart over closer to where I'm running. Got DJ, he's back at the home farm. He got started, the round baler started this morning. We kind of decided we got about 100 acres of straw on the ground we're gonna need to get baled, so we need to be keeping get the baler started on that. And my uncle's unloading the semi, and he'll bring that here, and that should catch the rest of our wheat. I've only got 25 minutes, half hour running yet with the combine. Some pretty decent wheat back here. Just got another pass here, and the field gets a lot wider down here towards the woods, but that'll be the end of our 2020 wheat harvest season. Was hoping to get a drone up and get some drone video, but that didn't happen. We'll get there Sunday. But I think I've ruined myself now. I want one of these combines. I went home last night and looked on Tractor House. There's a lot of them out there, and they're not as priced as bad as I thought. But I still don't know if we'll be able to do anything this year or not. We need to. That old New Holland's getting kind of tired. But I found a combine just like this one in Michigan that kind of piqued my interest, and whenever we go make that move, I don't know that I'm gonna go with a 35-foot head like this one has on it, because sometimes it seems like it's too big for some of our fields where you got a lot of ditches through them, and one side of the head will be 2 foot off the ground, the other side you're trying to keep it out of the dirt. I think right over here what's going on now. Overall, it's a really nice combine to run. I like the duals on it. I want our next one to have duals, just for the flotation and stability. The only thing with that, we'll have to go to an 8 or a 12-row corn head, and I really don't think I want a 12. Coming up on our last little triangle here in the 2020 wheat crop. It'll look like we'll get it all in one pass. A little thinner out here on the hillside, just hillside's usually wetter. That's it, we're done. Ended up running 62. Well, that worked out good. Ended up running a little more than 62 acres with this one, and probably did right at about the same with our New Holland. we'll take this back, and I'm going to set the head off. We'll run this back to the farm. We're going to blow it off, clean the windows, and I haven't decided if I'm going to grease it for him yet or not. I feel like I should, but at the same time, if it were me and I loaned out my combine, I think I would just rather grease it myself so I knew that everything got hit. Because me not being very familiar with this one, there's a good chance I would miss a few, and I don't want to. So I might grease it, but I don't know. They might rather end up greasing it again before they use it for the soybeans. So I'll go ahead and get what we got in the hopper dumped off and set the header off. Gotta watch this field sticking your auger out because there's a couple telephone poles across it. We've never hit anything with an auger yet, and don't plan on it, especially if somebody else's combine. This versus our combine. Our combine, the grain tank, the bottom of it is lower, so the window's up higher in it. So in ours, when your window's covered, you're about 3/4 full. On these, when the window's covered, you still got a lot to go yet. That's another thing about these newer combines, they're a lot quicker to take the head off because the hydraulics, the header latches on that handle, and then just this head drives from one side instead of two. But I will say that it seems like on our New Holland, it's a little easier to set the head on the header part. You don't have to be quite as precise, even hooking it back up. You don't have to be dead on. It'll kind of slide where it needs to be. Now we'll walk up and get the grain cart and wait for my uncle ought to be here any minute with the other semi, and we'll get him filled and the header strapped and hooked up to the header cart. So I do know we have a low power line we gotta go under, so we gotta climb up there and pull down the first set of bin extensions. My uncle's 9670. It's got the same extensions and it won't go under them. And this one's a little taller because it's got duals. Do the sides and the front, and then the corners will go down. 9670 is blown off, windows washed. I'm sorry, 9760 is blown off, windows washed. Don't have fuel in it yet, but we're waiting on RD Holder to bring us diesel fuel. We have been completely out. The baler just left to go bale straw. It is not full. This needs fuel. Everything here is going to need fuel, and our tank's empty. So that'll probably be the end of the wheat harvest video. Didn't wash it, but I don't know if they wanted it washed or not, but we got it blowed up and cleaned up nice for them. So that'll be the end of wheat harvest. All we've got to fix is the water pump on our combine and a new hydraulic cylinder on the hoist on that, or rebuilt. I don't know what's wrong with it yet. We haven't pulled it off. But it's first year in a while we've run wheat and didn't have a storm halfway through where the wheat got rained on. Test weight went to crap and got vomitoxin in it, so went smooth in that regards. It's good to have family that'll help you out and let you use combine if you need it, and really help us out. So that'll be the end of the video. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a thumbs up. That helps YouTube recognize the videos and pushes them further out there. And you know, somebody might be interested, tell them about it. But thanks for watching.